attention. The following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
Happy motherfucking Friday, and I done fucked up and left the goddamn logo up.
Well, hey, I was in the Oasis there for a minute.
Sponsor logo, my bad. Anyways, what's up, y'all? We are here with The Fall of Me. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Good.
So we do this show way differently than most. So a lot of stations and a lot of people, you get the same bullshit questions over and over and over again. Like, where'd you come up with the fucking brand, the name of your band? We're not going to ask you that. It's never going to get asked. So instead, we have a number 1 through 61 that you guys could either choose to pick the number or you could choose to roll the dice. And you're just going to get random questions. Some are music related, some are not. You don't know what you're going to get. So this is how this rolls.
It literally rolls. Okay.
So you can take turns on choosing. You gonna roll the dice, or are you gonna pick a number? Because you're kind of fucked either way. So it doesn't matter.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Let's go with Chelsea first, since you're just right here, right next door to me. Shit. Which one you want? You want to pick a number, or you want to roll the dice?
Let's roll the dice.
Rolling the dice. All right, let's do it. Number 52 is what you got.
Okay.
And it is going to be, if you were asked to do a movie, what kind of movie would it be? Like, if you wanted to be in the movies, would it be a thriller?
It would have to be a thriller or horror, but a very specific type of horror.
What kind?
Okay. I feel like they don't make enough of these types of movies. And we were chatting about video games earlier. And my husband plays a video game that has this theme to it. He plays Dead Space a lot. And I love Dead Space. It's creepy as hell. There's not enough like space horror movies. Like, yes, we have aliens, right? But I'm talking like people like out in space on a freaking spaceship and some weird like creepy shit goes down.
Like Event Horizon.
Yes, like Event Horizon, but like redone and creepy. There was another one that was supposed to be like kind of like a sequel to Event Horizon. It came out in like 2010 and it was like this close to actually being good.
There's an old 80s one. And I don't know if y'all remember it, but I'm a big, huge 80s horror fanatic.
Okay.
It was Life Force.
Oh.
And it actually had a younger Patrick Stewart in it.
Oh,
Okay.
And if you've never seen it, go on Tubi.
Yeah.
It's free on Tubi, but it's called Life Force, and it's like these like intergalactic vampires.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's the type of movie that I'll be an intergalactic vampire. I feel like that suits me.
Yeah, that would work.
They did Jason in space too. That was
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was Jason X, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
Jason X.
But yeah, that would be the type of movie that I would want to be in. Because also I'm terrified of aliens, like just the concept of aliens in general. So like I would actually be scared.
Like, what would happen if there were zombie aliens? Can you imagine a zombie alien? Like, how would you ever kill it? It's an alien and a zombie.
Yeah, there was that one that they did that was like the humanoid alien. It was like the mix of like Sigourney Weaver and the alien. Remember, it had like the weird like skull-like face, and
Yes.
she came back. She was supposed to be like dead, but she came back with like all these like abilities and powers and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I just don't think there's enough of that very specific niche genre. So
Interesting.
there's my answer.
I'd have to agree with that. That's actually a really good answer. That was a good answer.
Thank you.
All right, how about the rest of you? Y'all got to answer the shit too.
All right, I'm in. That horror for sure. I'm sitting in my basement, and unfortunately, you can't see. Like, I'm surrounded by like vintage horror movie posters. I got Friday the 13th, Sleepaway Camp, Hellraiser, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It would have to be horror for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, to get more specific, I mean, I love the old slashers. You know, Michael Myers, Leatherface, Jason. I mean, you just can't beat a good campy slasher film. That's what I'm into.
Okay. I never could really like. I guess slasher wise, the only ones I could really get into was Freddy and Chucky.
Because they're catchy. They're catchy.
That's the only ones I could. Michael Myers and Jason, like, yes, they're good and there's good stuff in them, but
you watch your tongue. What you say about Michael?
No, I'm gonna get.
Oh no, here we go.
I'm gonna get hate for this. My girlfriend's gonna hate me for it too because she's a big fucking Michael Myers fan. I'm not really into the whole like silent mask thing. Like, I like a personality and I like dialogue, and I
He
really
wants the killer to be a personality.
I do. Like, I like.
I'm sorry, that's just funny.
I like when they mix the comedy with the horror, and
So, have you seen the Terrifier movies?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm actually going to see Terrifier 3 in the theaters this Sunday.
Nice.
So, yeah, he's probably the first like silent one that I actually really dug, but he still had a personality, even though
super animated.
Yeah, he's extremely animated, and so like I get it and I got into it, but like when you can't see expressions, you can't get that animation or whatever, I'm just like, okay, that was a cool kill. I'll give you that. All right, that was interesting, but give me something a little more. I need a little more.
All right, fair enough.
All right, what about you two?
I don't know. I'd have to probably do some kind of like historic biopic type thing. I don't know, broody and dark and depressing, and maybe a little musical. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, back historic. I guess all that would be horror anyhow. So the stuff that some people go through. But yeah, that would be me, I guess.
All right, we can dig that.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
I don't know, man. I would probably say I love like action movies, so I'd probably say some kind of action movie would be really cool. So like even like a comedy action, I would say that'd be pretty awesome. Okay. I love watching those kind of movies. Yeah, I just laugh and seeing all the cool stunts and stuff. Definitely cool.
All right, Derek. You rolling the dice, or are you gonna take your shit in your own hands?
I'm going to shit in my own hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. So my first son was born January 3rd. So let's go with 3.
3. All right, guys. So imagine this. You guys are all in Las Vegas, right? You're on the strip. Somebody's in a police car. Somebody's there with them in the police car. And who do you call? So we need the story of what happened to you guys when you were in Vegas. Teamwork makes this dream work. So what happened? Tell us what happened.
So one of us got arrested, you mean?
Yep.
2 of you.
2 of us.
2 of you did, but it's one person's fault.
Oh.
Who's the culprit and who's the accomplice?
And who's calling to bail you out? Because you never know. You might need that information.
I know what I want to say, but I just can't. I just can't.
You have to.
Go ahead.
I think that Paul and Chelsea are in the cop car because of too much PDA. And if it's not Paul and Chelsea, it's most certainly me and Todd.
Yep. I was going to say it had to
Too
be
much ass grabbing.
for sure.
Well, I mean, you're in Vegas, so you could get away with quite a bit.
Right?
Yeah, I guess that's
That
true.
would be a lot. Wow.
I've spent a lot of time in Vegas over my years.
I went to Vegas for my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
Same.
And,
Oh,
um,
Jiminy Christmas.
I experienced my first real hangover. So they started giving me drinks that night before midnight. Whatever. We're not going to talk about it. It's fine.
Yeah,
So
logistics.
then this shit's fine. So the next morning when I woke up, I was actually 21. I was so hungover at 21 that because I was mixing liquors. Remember, we had a conversation about
Yes.
mixing liquors.
Can't be doing that.
Can't be doing that. I learned the hard way at fresh 21. I was
Right off the bat.
I was so sick. I was so hungover. All I could do was just walk around miserable on the strip in that heat in the sun. It was bad. It was bad. Anyways, back to the question.
I'll throw myself in there. The first time I ever went to Vegas, I was in my 30s by the time I ever got to go. And we stayed at the Strat. And we walked across the street because across the street from the Strat is Cookies, a dispensary.
Oh, yeah.
So I walk right over there and we get a bunch of vape pens. And of course, vape pens are so easy. You just pull it out of your pocket, you fucking hit it, and you go about your way. Well, we decided to go to the Sugar Factory for fucking breakfast. And we get these damn Groupon tickets for endless mimosas.
Oh dear Lord.
I know that endless mimosas is like a fucking bowl
I know.
full of fucking candy and gummy bears and mimosa. And I'm like drinking the shit out of these things and hitting that in between. I left. I mean, it's 10 a.m. I am fucked. I mean, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what we're doing. All I know is we're crawling into this car. I don't know whose car it is. I don't know where the fuck we're going. And it was like the whole day was like living through that movie fucking
Hangover?
yes, The Hangover. And like
That sounds amazing.
blur. And it's like everywhere we go, I'm getting more drinks in giant bowls. And it's not like little drinks. They're fucking ginormous. And I'm just hammering drinks and just hitting this fucking pin over and over and over.
I almost got kicked out of a casino in Vegas because, and I didn't realize it because I too went, my dad took me for my 21st birthday. And we were at this place called O'Shea's right down from Caesar's Palace. And $5 blackjack tables, best deal in Vegas ever. Because I wasn't very good at it. However, I learned very quickly that they are super strict with like table etiquette. Like if you want to hit, you just tap the table. Very subtly tap the table. If you don't, you just kind of give them like after about, I don't know, at least 17 Jack Daniels on the rocks, my tap on the table and my this became for a hit for nothing. Well, the dealer found it funny, but the pit boss did not.
Uh-oh.
So they sent this very large fellow over. He tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey man, you gotta calm down." And I'm like, "What?" Yeah, I didn't realize that was such a thing. But my dad finally tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, we gotta go," and we left.
I mean, kind of circling back to the question. So for this question, does it have to be somebody within the band, or can it be anybody?
Oh no, it's within the band.
Band.
So who am I getting arrested with in the band?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's Paul. I'm absolutely getting arrested with you, Paul. I mean, fuck.
Shenanigans.
What did we do though?
There's so many things we can
Stop
do.
it,
I didn't say a word.
Paul. What did we do?
I don't know. Who'd you piss off?
Who did I piss off? Who did you piss off? You're the mean one in the group.
I'm the quiet one.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. I've never been to Vegas, so
Fun facts. And I think Paul will agree with me because I've said this. Out of the four of us, you would assume that I'm the diva of the group, right? I am not. It's
Neither am
Paul.
I.
It's Paul.
really?
Paul's the diva. I bet you, Paul, you got snarky or sarcastic or shitty with somebody. And you were about to get in a fight, and I had to jump in between that and start running my mouth. And I bet you I knocked somebody out.
See,
That's
all
what
your fault.
happened.
All your fault.
Good
Like,
cover
yep,
for
that
the
sounds
direction.
about right.
Yeah.
Paul, you're at 500 right now because you got 2 band members putting your ass in jail.
So who would be bailing us out? Todd. Todd's the angel of the group.
Good for Todd. We need somebody out there to make sure you get out.
Yeah.
I would say stop, but it's not going to stop. So
Oh, there goes the merch sales for the night. All right, Paul, what you got? You rolling the dice or you picking a number?
I'll do 45. That's my age. So
45.
Playing sacred numbers.
All right. What is something that is on your bucket list? It can be whatever you want.
my bucket list. Traveling, I guess. I'd like to see the Dakota territories before I die in my life. So that would be cool. You know, like Tombstone, Deadwood, stuff like that. Mount Rushmore.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
You're on
Chelsea, what
board.
I don't know. I've never really thought about that. I'm gonna be lame right now. I don't know if I have an actual like bucket list. You might have to come back to me. I gotta think about it.
All right, Derek, what you got?
I would like to go to Ireland. My last name is O'Neill, and you got either the Irish O'Neills or the Shaquille O'Neills, and I'm clearly an Irish O'Neill. So I would like to go to Ireland. Yeah, it's always been something. My wife and I have like talked about it because I've been across the pond a few times and she never has, and I think that would be a really cool because I've never been to Ireland, and I think that would be a cool trip for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely would.
All right, Todd, what you got?
Nope.
Oh,
Turn your
Todd,
mic
we
on.
can't hear you. Turn your mic on, bud.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I
There
just
we
came back to pick my daughter up at her high school football game. I have my bucket list would not have to come to high school football games anymore. But no, I would say honestly, just like I'm in an awesome band right now, so it would be awesome to go on tour. I wanted to always do that, like play some places that we never get to play. Maybe go to Europe. That would be awesome. Something I always wanted to do.
Okay.
Don't blame me.
All right,
Good one.
Chelsea, you're in the hot seat again.
I don't know if I don't know if I have an answer. Something that I really, really, really want to do.
Yeah. Like, have you jumped out of an airplane? Do you want to walk through fire? Do you want to breathe fire? Do you want to play with sharks?
No, I
Do
hate
you want to go
water.
to a castle?
I'm terrified of water. I hate the ocean.
Wow.
Oh, I hurt.
That's crazy.
That hurts me. I'm a water kid. Like I
Do
live
you
on.
all see how
Yeah.
pale I am? Do you think I can be in the sun?
was me.
Go out in the fucking sun. Won't be pale.
Do you think
got-
I
I
can
got
lay on a
somebody-
beach?
I got somebody paler than you. My girlfriend is straight ginger. I mean,
Really?
hardcore ginger.
So my best friend is a Latina and she's from Miami. And so but whenever we were in undergrad and grad school, I would sometimes I would go to Miami and we would hang out. Anytime I was there, she put me under an umbrella. She got me a huge black hat. She lathered me in sunscreen. She told me I wasn't allowed to move, and she just kept feeding me mojitos.
Good
So-
for
Actually, like me, because like I
Well,
love
I mean,
I love the water and I love being in the water,
Yeah.
but I'm like damn near full-blooded Scottish, and I fucking roast, and I'm talking like 2-3 minutes in the sun, and I am fucking baked. So I've got these giant fucking goddamn hats that I look like a fucking Farmer Joe out
Yep.
there. And I've got like, I have to wear a fucking shirt. So I wear like athletic tight shirts to where
Yes.
it's like not as bad and it's not heavy and it's fine if it gets wet.
Yes.
But like I have to be covered because the fucking suntan lotion or sunblock ain't gonna work.
I
It does
literally-
work on my arms, but my shoulders, chest, stomach, back, nope.
No.
I got one.
I have an answer now.
Oh, go.
I want to go to Iceland.
Mm.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh hell no.
I would do that. That's my
Oh hell no. You're
Why
going
not?
by your goddamn self.
Well, the other thing I
That's fine.
thought of was the tomato, that big tomato fighting thing. I want to say it's like in Spain or Brazil or something like that, where it's like the whole entire city and
Yes,
it's all. I don't know what it is, but it looks fun.
Yeah, that'd be gnarly.
No, because see, I don't do
No.
cold at all. There's a reason I live way down south because I don't do snow and I don't do cold at all. Period. End of story. I'm not doing it. I don't want to see it. I don't even want to see a fucking flurry of snow.
I love the cold. I'm meant to live on a snowy mountaintop.
Nope.
Have you done a polar bear plunge?
No, but I would.
I have, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. A lot of people don't think it is, but it really is. I want to do the one in Alaska. I really think that would be the top notch.
It's religious too. You hit that water and it's like,
Oh yeah, like it takes your breath away. That's for dang
All
sure.
right,
Yeah.
fucking Kelly's fucking quoting Mighty Ducks now.
Okay, Mighty Ducks.
all right, Todd. What you got? You gonna roll the dice or you gonna pick a number?
God has no connection, is what he has.
Oh,
Well, he's there.
With a
Oh,
number,
oh.
I'm going to say 22.
Okay, 22. 22 is going to be if you can have one luxury on your bus. It can be anything that you want. Money, it doesn't matter. None of that. The one luxury thing on your bus that you don't have now.
Christ, that's hard.
I know.
No idea. Let
a
me think
working
for a second.
toilet.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess it would be that. So,
It wins by default. It's like
crap. Let me think. Yeah, a working toilet would be awesome. Because none of the buses have that. But
Exactly.
I would say, I don't know. I say maybe like a chef, so we never have to cook anything. We just have somebody make us whatever we want every day. Don't have to worry about that whatsoever.
Have a nice meal when you get back. Nice and healthy instead of eating fast food all the time. That'd be great.
Or like me fucking eating gas station sushi by
Yeah,
accident.
don't do that.
Oh,
It's a bad story. It's
See, everybody knows. Yeah, it's a bad story. You can
It's
just
a bad
imagine.
story. All right,
All
Chelsea,
right.
what you got?
working toilet for sure, but only I'm allowed to use it because I'm not. Listen, I live in a household full of guys, okay, and y'all are disgusting. And no, I'm not sharing my beautiful, clean, pristine, working bathroom with y'all. Not sorry about it. It's
Park
mine.
us by a river. And we'll be
But I'm the
good.
diva. But I'm the diva. Okay.
Here, Jules, you want to do some slicing?
Y'all are
and dicing?
gross.
All right, Derek, what you got?
Unlimited water, just infinite, unlimited water. So that while
Okay.
Chelsea's taking pristine shits, we can at
Yes.
least wipe water all over ourselves.
All right. All right. What you got, Paul?
I guess I'll be the practical one. I would want like some similar to what Todd said. I'd probably want like an experienced mechanic to be with us at all time. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It's actually a good idea.
So I don't have to
Yeah.
Good idea.
Heck yeah.
All right. So we are now back to Chelsea. Are you rolling the dice or are you picking a number?
Oh. I guess I'll pick a number this time. I'll go with my age, 32.
32. Cold versus hot, which we were just kind of talking about that.
You already answered that.
Cold.
I know. I'll do the one right down from underneath it. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Best advice someone has ever given you about being in the music world.
Oh my.
You're like, let's go back to the hot cold.
Oh my. So I've had the same voice teacher since I was in undergrad. I mean, I've had other voice teachers. I got my undergraduate degree in vocal performance. I went to Carnegie Mellon, and before I transitioned to doing this stuff, I was a classical singer. So like if you look up my name on YouTube and stuff, you can find me like singing like just like a bunch of classical music. But to this day, he's still my voice teacher, and like he keeps my voice in shape and intact. He has given me so much amazing advice over the years. I mean, he's known me since I was 19 years old. So like there's a lot of advice there. God, I'm trying to think of the best ones. Well, from a vocal technique standpoint, one of the best things that he told me in undergrad, because like I didn't listen to him and I didn't understand it at the time, was that I have to actually learn to sing with my breath support and legitimate control and get rid of my jaw tension, because as I get older, all of my bad habits are going to bite me in the ass, and I'm going to have to start all over with my technique from ground zero. I didn't understand it at the time because I was 19, you know, and I was just like, I'm a good singer and I sing high notes. Oh, I'm fine, you know, and then you start getting older and I'm like, oh shit, my voice teacher was right. So from a technique standpoint, that's probably the best advice that he's given me, was that bad technique habits will bite you in the ass later down the line. Just from like a music industry standpoint, to not sell myself out and to actually like be myself and do things my way and the way that it feels right, and that I don't have to fit into a mold, especially like in the classical world. I didn't have to fit into like their box. So because the classical world is very rigid. You have to be a certain type and you have to be a certain thing. Otherwise, you know, you're not really going to be accepted into that world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like he was the first person that really gave me permission to be like, I don't fit in that mold.
Right. Be you.
Yeah. So there you go. There's my answer.
Okay. All right, Eric, how about you?
So I don't really come from a musical family at all. Like nobody in my family played music. They really didn't have much of an interest in it. So I kind of went into it blind with, you know, no lessons, no guidance, no anything. I saw Korn on TV with guitars and stuff, and I had guitars and I was like, wow, they're doing it. You know, why can't I do it? And that kind of like made me get into it. And as I started to get better and I started to play in like, you know, like local cover bands, and I started to get really good, you know, I'm a guitar player by trade. And I played with a band called Savage Road, and it was like a country rock band. and it was so much goddamn fun. The shows were a blast, and I had to learn the watermelon crawl, which this is going to sound so lame to you guys, but that's Brent Mason that played that guitar solo, and I had to learn it. Well, we were playing at Budfest in Williamsport, Maryland, 1,500 people, and I fucked it up. Fucked the solo up so bad in front of all those people. And I was ready just to walk off the stage and just call it quits. I was so mad. And our lead singer's dad was back there. And he's like, man, he's like, nobody knew you messed it up. And I was like, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They're all country people. They definitely know I did. And he's like, Derek, as soon as this becomes a chore and as soon as this becomes something that sets you off that quick, it's not meant to be. And at the time, because I still had to go back out and play another hour, it didn't sink in. But as soon as I got done and I was driving home that night, I really kind of like, thought about that. And I couldn't shake that. And he was 100% right. If I missed a note of a solo section and it set me off that bad, it's like, am I overthinking this? Do I not belong doing this? And it kind of like reignited me to take lessons and get better with the instrument. And still to this day, I can feel his hand on like my shoulder, and I can still hear him telling me, the minute that you put that much pressure on yourself, you need to revisit your approach at it. And that has helped me out a lot, because the Fall of Me has been challenging. I play bass with them, and I still can hear him, because I'm not a bass player, and I'm learning music that these guys have been playing for years. And, I'm the new guy. So anytime I start to get kind of like wound up, I can kind of hear him like, remember Derek. And that's really helped me out, like moving forward in my musical journey.
Yeah. It's always good to have somebody like that in your corner.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, what you got, Paul?
I wouldn't say it's what one person told me. I think it's just from observing multiple different people, learning the do's and don'ts of how things work. And I guess the biggest thing I've learned from some of the most amazing musicians I've played with is to be prepared, and don't waste people's time. And that's always stuck with me. So when I come in the door, if I'm not prepared, I'll be straight out with you, but I try to do my best to do my part. I've worked with a lot of amazing musicians that just didn't give a fuck. And it's really frustrating. So yeah, the do's and don'ts for that, for sure.
I got you. All right, Todd, what you got?
I had a friend of my dad's that was a drummer. Same kind of thing like with Derek. Like we'd go see bands. He was just a cool dude. So once in a while he would go with me to see a band or something. I'd be like, man, this dude is awesome. Like, I wish I could play this good someday or do this or do that. And it was the same kind of thing. He's like, dude, I'm going to punch you in the face. He's like, you need to don't ever put yourself down. Try to do the best you can. If you do bad today, tomorrow's another day. But always play. Like, if you can play your instrument anytime you want, whenever you want, that's winning. So like to me, it was like I take many opportunities to challenge myself playing and filling in for other bands, even without having a practice or whatever. And I don't know how I do it, but sometimes I pull through. I probably say like 90% of the time I'm able to pull it through just from seeing so many of my friends play and supporting other bands and going to see them. I learned all kind of cool tricks and things to help me learn songs quicker, be able to fill in on the spot and just do that. So I always keep that in mind. Like whenever I try to if I put myself down, how to get out of that thinking and get back to solve this.
Okay. You got a question for Todd from a person watching. You toured with Spock's Beard. Any good word stories?
Not with them dudes. They were older. They're awesome though. But all the guys are really good. It was Neil Morris, if you ever heard of him. It's like mostly prog. But Nick DiVirgilio was the drummer. He's like the drummer now, Mr. Biggs. I was his drum tech for like 10 days. It's awesome just setting up his stuff and watching him play for like 2.5 hours every night. He's the guy. I don't know if you ever seen like the Sweetwater like videos and stuff. He does all those like instructional things on there, and he was a super cool guy. So like every night I just get to set up his kit, watch him for 2 hours and 2.5 hours, just crush, and then at the end rip it down, and then hang out with him on the bus and pick his brain and just learn a bunch of things. I also did a festival. It's called Near Fest. So I got to work with a bunch of like talented players, like they're like from different countries, just insane musicians. Got to be Portnoy's tech for a couple shows, which was really awesome. So just absorbing all that and learning it, how to tune drums, how to set drums up, how to do this, how to do that. I learned so much from doing that stuff.
Okay. So I'm going to throw out a question that's not with the dice that we like to ask on this because a lot of us are horror film fans. So each one of you, whoever wants to go first goes first. You're locked in a house for 24 hours with a horror movie icon. Who are you locked in there with and why? Now, I will tell you, keep in mind, do you want to survive? Or do you want to die really fast? Because that's probably your best two options.
Well, what if they're not killing you? What if you're like hanging out with them? What if you're like buds? It doesn't say exactly that you
hang out with you. They're gonna kill your ass.
Well, what if you cook them dinner? Maybe they like food. I don't know.
I'm a good cook, like
Right? I'm trying to work out the details here.
I mean, for me, it would have to be Chucky. I get that he's charismatic and everything, but for fuck's sake, he's a doll. He's a goddamn doll. I mean, I'll take him. I'll throw him in a pet cage. I'll drink beer, cook steak, go to sleep, wake up. He'll be mad, but I'll let him out. 24 hours, right?
Okay.
Okay.
That's actually probably the most like usual answer is Chucky.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be Art the Clown. It's not going to be Leatherface. It's not going to be fucking Pennywise. I mean, that's got to be the most practical answer to that.
There's one more practical than that, but all right.
Okay.
I'll tell y'all afterwards.
Yeah.
man, I don't know. I mean, my mind kind of went to Chucky. I would survive with Chucky.
Yeah.
Like,
Chucky
I feel
has a girlfriend.
Well, yeah, she might kill me. She'd probably stab me. I mean, I would have to lock her in a cage too. Shit. Oh, I feel like I'm dying no matter what. Like, I just feel like I am the given first target.
Oh no.
No,
First. Don't be the first.
I feel like it has to be though.
Depends if you're doing drugs or having sex, though.
Yeah.
mean-
Where it's at.
That depends on which horror icon you're
Okay, this goes one of two ways for me. I'm either the chick that gets killed first. I'm the first one to go, or I'm the one to make it to the end.
You're the survivor.
Final
Right.
Girl.
I mean, like, in my mind, I want to say I'm a badass and I would survive. I would probably just end up hiding in a corner. I don't know. The only one I could survive would be Chucky. There's my answer.
All right, Paul, what you got?
Oh, this is a good one for me. My go-to would be Freddy for sure because I love Freddy.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
got some balls.
right? Well, my theory by that would be, I mean, hopefully to be in Dawkins fashion and give him nightmares because that's what Dawkins did. But thinking of it more, Pinhead's really fucking cool. So maybe, but my final answer, and this is thinking totally out of the box, would be Sweeney Todd. So he's not really as popular, but I have a love for Sweeney, so it would have to be Sweeney Todd.
Could do Sweeney. I think I can take Sweeney.
All right, Todd, who you got? He disappeared.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think, man. This is a really cool question. I don't know. I think I hate the It Clown. I hate that dude. Definitely do not want anything to do with him. I would say, I haven't seen a horror movie for a while, but I do the guy from. Did you ever see the Trick or Treat movie?
Yep.
Oh,
Sam.
Yeah.
Yes, that dude. I would like definitely do that.
I've got him tattooed on me, so yeah.
I love that. When I was a kid, I loved that movie. Ozzy was in there. Gene Simmons.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's a win-win.
So with me, there's actually two really good answers if you really think about it. One, the Leprechaun. Give him his goddamn gold. Game over.
But what if you don't have it?
Done. Number two, Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's a fucking fish. How long is it going to be able to breathe out of fucking water?
Well, you're surrounded by water.
It's going to collapse. It's fucking dead. Game over. All right. I think, Derek, you are next. Are you going to roll the dice or are you going to pick a number?
Let's do my second son was born number 6. Let's go 6.
All right. I've been waiting for this one because I want to hear people's suggestions on this. What is the best rock album cover that you think?
Oh my.
So
Wait a little bit crazy here.
The little thing. Push it backwards.
Hey Todd, mute your
Muted him.
There you go.
So the original, man, I can't think of it was the Pantera album with the drill through the skull. Help me out.
Far
It
Beyond
wasn't
Driven?
Vulgar Display of Power. 'Cause that was Mega
Yep,
Punch.
Vulgar Display of Power.
What that was it?
No.
No. It was the one with the blue cover.
Far Beyond Driven?
With the drill go.
Yes, that's it. Far Beyond Driven.
All right. Did you guys ever see the original cover of that?
How could I don't remember?
So the original cover of that only lasted like a day before the record company made them change it. It was actually a drill bit going in somebody's ass. That was the most metal album cover of all time. And they had to do away with it because of record companies. That would have been the one.
That would be the one. That's a good one.
Don't believe it? Look it up.
Well, I am now. I'm looking that up. That's a good one. All right.
All right, Chelsea, what you got?
Any
Anyone you
Tool
want?
album cover. I love Tool. I just think their shit's cool, and it's just I just the visuals, their music, everything's complicated, everything's kind of trippy. I just love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with that, but yeah, that's a good one. All right, Paul, what you got?
Oh, okay. My go-to thought would be Black Sabbath's Sabotage album because it was a reverse mirror. That was really cool. Then the original Black Sabbath was pretty eerie too. But again, by default, it would have to be for me the Beatles' Dead Baby Butcher album cover for sure because they got pulled really, really quick.
All right, Todd, what you got?
I have. I would Kiss Rock and Roll Over. I love that album cover. It has all their faces in a circle with the flames going around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, for me, like some of my favorites, I have one ultimate favorite, but some of my favorites is anything by Ghost. All of Ghost stuff is like phenomenal. Ghost is one of my top 10 fucking favorite bands. I love them to death. But my number one is, I mean, just all out there is Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar.
Yeah.
They was so fucking creepy, and it like spoke volumes without even really fucking speaking anything. Like it was just awesome. I love most of all his album covers, especially that one and Marilyn Manson Portrait of American Family with that whole claymation fucking thing that they did. That shit was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, what you got? You rolling the dice or you picking a number?
I'll roll this time.
All right. Going with 33. All right. Space or deep water? If you had to pick either one, which one would you go to?
It'd have
But
to
you
be
all can
space.
only pick all those too.
Space, hands down. And it's so weird because with Chelsea, we don't do water, but we're water signs. But yeah, it would have to be space. And I'm a huge Star Trek geek, so. Yeah.
Okay. I know that got him good right when you said.
Oh, that hurts my heart. Yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan. Like I'm hardcore Star Wars. I'm like, oh no.
Red shirts versus stormtroopers. Who wins?
Oh, I'm gonna say Stormtroopers.
Every time, it's always good.
Right, but they would shoot and still miss, but the red shirt would still die. So.
Yeah. All right, Todd, what you got?
Let me see. I'm sorry. Definitely space.
Okay.
I hate water.
All right.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you die, you're gonna freeze to death. But then if you're
Yeah,
under,
but I won't get eaten by a shark or anything. I don't feel like that would be. I hate
I
sharks.
mean,
but
if you're deep enough, you're just gonna get crushed.
yeah, I'll be like that submarine. That was not cool. But bad. But yeah, I would definitely be space for sure.
All right.
Like
All right.
just like to see what's out there, you know.
Heck yeah.
All right. What you got, Derek?
So I am a Titanic fanatic. I
would
wouldn't
do
go
water
down with a billionaire.
Just diving in a submarine or
James
diving
Cameron
out.
or
So-
Robert Ballard, the guy that discovered the Titanic, was driving the sub. Sign me the fuck up. Deep water all day long.
Nice.
All right. There we go.
I'm a
I know
water
that about
guy
you.
too. My family's from Rodianthan, North Carolina. I've been on the water my entire life. I love the water, so it's got to be the water.
No water.
I agree. All right. So I think who are we at? I think we're at Todd. I think Todd's gonna have to either pick him up or roll.
I think it's Chelsea.
I'm on my way.
Oh, Chelsea? Did you answer? Deep water?
We already know the answer to that question for me.
Oh,
Space. She's going
Yeah.
space.
Space.
Final frontier.
Nice.
Hate water.
All right, Todd. You picking or are you rolling?
I'll go with a roll, please.
All right. 23. Where is an ideal filming spot that you would like to go for a music video?
I totally got the answer for this.
For a music video, I'm trying to think what we have. I don't want to pick a vacation spot because that would be too good. I'm trying to think of something cool for us. Probably somewhere like something like a historic, like a Williamsburg thing or something we could do with a lot of background and stuff.
A historical.
All right. I had a little bit of hard time there.
All right, Chelsea. What you got?
You're muted.
Whoops. Now I'm good. I'm unmuted.
There you go.
There we go. I can do it. Something fitting for us, like a really creepy old cemetery would totally work for us, or like some sort of like old Victorian castle, just like a dark castle dungeon somewhere would totally work. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Derek. What you got?
So, and I might be speaking for Paul on this one. I'm not sure. Definitely with the new concept album that's being recorded, Dracula's Castle in Romania for sure. Vlad the Impaler, and then any song off the new album that's being recorded would work, but I would have to do Accusations at Dracula's Castle. Would be so baller. I think it would be awesome.
That's now the second time we've heard that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Our last band we just had, Anaria, said the same exact thing.
It's just it's
Great
so,
one.
it's such a cool, like the actual one that Vlad the Impaler was in. That's on like that mountainside. That's like barely
Yeah.
there anymore. That would be super cool. But obviously, like the original Dracula Castle would be pretty badass because it's still intact.
All right, Paul, what you got?
So he's on the right page, definitely. I would have to check, but I'm pretty sure our concept album is about Elizabeth Bathory.
Yeah.
And I think her castle still stands.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it would have to be there by default. Now, we did a cover of War Pigs, and I would have loved to shoot a video at like Fort Sumter, maybe, for that. But because it was more Civil War themed,
Yeah.
that would have been a definite wish list for mine. So those would have been my two places.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, you rolling or you picking a number?
Didn't I just go? Whose turn is it?
Whose turn is it? I don't know. I can't keep up. We're all
Chelsea, we'll
up. What you got, Paul?
I'll
I think Chelsea's next.
Chelsea's like, no.
Or is it Derek? I don't know. I'll roll again. I don't care.
43.
43.
I feel like we already did.
43. All right. What was your first band T-shirt?
Oh my first band T-shirt. It was definitely a Randy Rhoads T-shirt for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
All right, that's a good one. All right, Chelsea, what you got?
First band T-shirt that like I got for myself.
Mhm.
Okay, so I was in high school in the early 2000s. I am the Y2K generation. So Warped Tour, right? So yes. So I was at Warped Tour. I got a 303 shirt.
Oh shit, I've heard that name in a long time.
Bring it back.
303. Yes.
Teen shit.
Okay. All right, Derek, what you got?
Hands down, bar none. Avenged Sevenfold, the Death Bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty normal.
It's
All right,
seriously-
Todd.
Yeah.
Mine's a Kiss shirt, so I'm older, but yeah, one of the Kiss T-shirts was my first concert shirt for sure, and then Dio was right after it. So
Nice. Me and Todd are old school.
yeah, pretty old school dudes.
I bought two shirts and I still remember them. One was a White Zombie shirt. And it had like this like double-headed baby with like maggots coming out of the head, and it was like animated. And then my second one was a Marilyn Manson shirt, and it was the cover of "Smells Like Children."
Nice.
Was my first fucking two that I still remember. All right, now that we are at the end, where do you guys like to talk to fans? Where can they get their music, and where can they get merch if they want it?
Who's taking this
You're
over?
taking this one.
Me?
Yep.
No, I always have to. Okay. So we're on all the social media platforms. I would say that we're probably the most active on Facebook. Like we get the most interaction on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We get some interaction there. I'm trying really hard to build our TikTok. So if you are on TikTok, head on over. Everything's under the Fall of Me Music. You can find us. But yeah, we primarily talk to people on Facebook, but anytime that you message us or comment on things, one of us, generally it's myself or Paul, but like one of us will be getting in touch with you and talking back and forth. Merch. So we don't have an actual website yet or like a place where you can buy merch online. We need to do that. So right now, if you come to one of our shows, you can obviously get some merch. We do have a show tomorrow. So if you're from like the Pittsburgh area, we're playing at a haunted house in Connellsville called Crawford School of Terror. it's a really cool spot. We're starting at 7:30. You can just come and hear us. You don't have to go into the haunt. And if you do that, it's an outside stage. So it's free. You can just come and hear us play. But you can also go check out the haunted house as well. So if you want merch, you can get merch at that show tomorrow.
Sweet. Fantastic. On that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. We'll be back. I don't know what fucking night because I can't remember because we go live multiple times every single week, and Kelly will tell me. Anyways, y'all be safe tonight. Don't drink and drive. Wrap your tool. You know what to do.
Yep.
We're out of here. Be good to each other. Go support this band. Go like them on Facebook and Instagram and everything else we have. You should do the same thing. We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Awesome. Thanks for having us, man.